Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, hi, feel free to test out the vibe, look around if you like what you see, subscribe, like this video, comment and share with a friend or two. If you are a returning subscriber, babe, yeah, that's for you, girl. Yeah, so I've been getting this question a lot. Hey, how do I stop my hair from breaking? Is it breaking or shedding? What's the difference between breaking and shedding? How do I know that my hair is breaking and not shedding? How do I know what's normal and what's not normal? And I decided to make a video around hair breaking and hair shedding so that you guys get to know when your hair is shedding or when your hair is breaking. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. Though your natural hair is resilient and has the outstanding ability to bounce back, our kinks and coils are quite fragile and prone to breaking, and this is honestly, in my opinion, one of the biggest concerns of a naturalista, and I wanna say I am part of that too. Every time I'm manipulating my hair or styling my hair or finger detangling or doing literally anything, even on a wash day, and I end up having a lot of hair on my hands, dude, I freak out. So if you freak out, that's so normal. Everyone does that. It's not you alone. We are all in this, yes. Now, what's the difference between hair shedding and hair breakage? Hair shedding is normal. We lose an average amount of 100 hair strands in a day. That technically means if you're going to manipulate your hair at the end of the week, you're going to have an average amount of 700 hair strands on your hands. Or on your floor, I mean, who's looking? Hair shedding is also normal because our hair has three phases. The first phase is growth, the second is stagnation, although I however do not know if that's the right word to use, and the third phase is shedding. So your hair has grown, your hair has lived, and now it's time for your hair to shed and let another hair strand leave from the hair follicle that it was living in. So that's normal because it's a phase of life for your hair. Now, what's hair breakage? Hair breakage is incredibly specific. When your hair is breaking along the hair strand, you are not losing the whole length of your hair. You're losing either a quarter of your hair strand or half of it or even 3/4 of it. Now, how do you know that this is hair shedding and this is hair breakage? When you hold your hair strand up on light or you just look at it keenly, when you see a light bulb at the end of your hair, that's hair shedding. When you see that all the amount of hair that you've lost, all the strands are the same length as the length that you have on, that's hair shedding. However, when you are done manipulating your hair or styling your hair and you realize there's a lot of hair on your shoulders or just around you on the ground and these hairs are short, they're not the same length as the hair that you have on your head, that's hair breakage, because hair breakage is breaking your hair strand along it. You're not losing the whole length of your hair, you are losing some of the length of your hair. Now, hair breakage is incredibly specific. Normally, your hair breaks at specific points of your head. It could be your crown area or your nape area or your hairline. Mostly, most people tend to have hair breakage around their crown area and around their hairline. Now, hair shedding can also be excess, but we will be discussing that in the next video, so stay tuned. So the best exercise to tell that your hair is breaking is to basically look at your hair. You could stand in front of a mirror or ask your friend to tell you if your hair is equal on every part of your head. It does not necessarily have to be equal everywhere, like around your head, but you can easily tell that there's a certain area of your head, it could be your crown section is like way shorter than the rest of your head. It could be anywhere on your head. You can also hold your hair up when it is stretched, and you'll see the different length of your hair on every part of your head. Now that's how you know that your hair is breaking, because it's not uniform. It does not look the same on every part of your hair. Again, I want to emphasize on this. It does not necessarily have to look equal. It's not of equal length, like completely equal, but normally hair plays around the same length across the whole head. So this point could be 10 centimeters, this point could be 9, this point could be 10, this point could be 9. But if this point is 20 and this point is 10, hair breakage. So now that we know the difference between hair breakage and hair shedding, what are some of the reasons, or what are some of the things that you are doing so that your hair is breaking? Some of the reasons could be straightening a lot, using a lot of heat on your hair, heat styling, hair coloring, using chemicals on your hair, poor diet, protein overload, excessive manipulation of your hair, too much tension on your scalp. All these are some of the reasons that could be causing hair breakage. Now that we know why your hair is breaking, here are some of the solutions that you can infuse into your routine to make your hair stop breaking and just go through hair shedding, which is normal. Start moisturizing correctly. You can be moisturizing your hair so often when you're supposed to, but you're not moisturizing it correctly. This could be because maybe you do not know what your hair wants. Maybe your hair is of low porosity and you are using cold water, so the water or the moisture is not penetrating into your hair shaft. Maybe the products that you are using are not working for your hair. It could be anything, literally anything. So get to know your hair. Be in tune with your hair so that you know what works for it and what does not work for it. Again, on the same point, I want to say what works for me could possibly not work for you. So get to know exactly what your hair likes. My hair personally is low porosity, so I like to moisturize my hair with warm water, not hot water, but with warm water, and then I give it time to absorb the water, because it takes long for low porosity hair and like normal and high porosity hair to absorb the water. So I give it some time. I tend to do this every time I'm moisturizing my hair with water, so that I'm helping my hair to absorb in the water. And then after that, I go in with my cream. I like to use Cantu coconut curling cream, and finally I finish off with an oil. And I will never say this enough, and I'll never stop saying this: oils are not moisturizers. Oils lock in the moisture. Water is the moisturizer. Another thing is you should start infusing your hair with protein, and also ensure that your hair has a balance between protein and moisture, because once your hair does not have a balance between the two, it's gonna be weak and it's going to start breaking. Others are the normal things that we've heard before, that I've said before, but I'm going to say them anyway. Do not dry your hair with a towel. Use a t-shirt or a cotton cloth. Use protective styles only. Avoid shampooing your hair. Your hair is not dirty, your scalp is dirty. Your hair barely has product buildup, your scalp has the product buildup. So when you're shampooing, do not apply the shampoo directly on your hair. Apply the shampoo directly on your scalp, and the rest of the shampoo, the rest of the foam is going to clean the rest of your hair. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because some shampoos are really strong, and they have ingredients that may as well dry your hair in the process of washing your hair, and you do not want that. You definitely don't want that. Another thing is to use a satin bonnet when you're going to sleep. Ensure that you are avoiding any type of friction at all costs. So use a satin bonnet or a satin pillowcase. Another thing is diet, and I really want to emphasize on this. What's what's inside of your body is going to reflect on the outside. So if your skin or your nails or your hair is not doing well, maybe look into your diet and see where you're going wrong with that, because mostly this is actually what happens. You are not on a good diet, and that is going to reflect on the outside. You will see that your hair is also doing poorly, or your skin is doing poorly, or your nails are doing poorly. So please check on your diet. Something else is to hydrate often. Drink a lot of water, because again, what's in your body is going to reflect on the outside. Something else is to get good products. Get products that will work for you. Please ensure that you're reading the ingredients on the products. Always do that. Something else is to finger detangle, please, and do not over detangle again. Your hair does not have to go through a small comb so that you know now it's detangled or it's okay. It does not. And I always say this, personally, I don't even comb my hair that often. I only comb my hair when I'm washing it. These other times I finger detangle, and that's it. That's it. Something else is to protect your ends. When you are wearing a style, ensure that your ends are tucked in and they are not exposed, or even if they're exposed, they're not exposed like a lot, so that you avoid the ends from breaking. Again, your ends are the oldest part of your hair. They're most likely to break before any other part of your hair. So we've come to the end of this video, guys, and I really hope that you've learned a thing or two. I hope that now you know the difference between hair shedding and hair breakage. I hope that now you can recognize when your hair is breaking and when your hair is shedding. And I hope that now you're going to look into your routine and see what you're doing that is probably causing hair breakage. And I hope that you are going to change that so that your hair stops breaking. And that's it for this video, guys. See you in another video where I'll be explaining how to know that this is normal shedding and this is not normal shedding. Until then, bye bye.